Morning.
Advocate, can you tell us, it's called this booklet now, My Safety Plan Booklet on Domestic Violence. Tell us a little bit more about it.
Okay, the safety planning, it's a program that the department has established together with its partners. That is the National Prosecuting Authority and the National House of Traditional Leaders. The purpose of it, if I can just go back a little, we have a legislation here that doesn't force people, the victims of domestic violence, to go and take their legal action in terms of the Domestic Violence Act. And as we all know, that domestic violence is one kind of violence that happens behind closed doors. So in order for us to get to the victims of domestic violence, so as to reduce the domestic homicides, and I think that I may also just mention that there was a study that was done on intimate femicides that revealed that 59% of women who are dying in South Africa are dying because of being killed by their intimate partners, and this usually happens in the privacy of their homes. So the safety plan now takes the responsibility of protection to the victims themselves, to say to them that you can protect your family by taking safety measures. So it guides them on how to protect themselves whilst they are at home, how to protect themselves before they decide to leave the violent relationships. As we know that we cannot force them to leave the violent relationships, it is their choice, despite the fact that you tell them of their rights and so on, but it is difficult to force them out of the violent relationship for various reasons. One, it is economic dependency, and it could be denial, and it could be shame, and it also could be the loyalty to the family. So it's a number of factors that sort of make them to stay in their violent relationships until they die. So now this plan says that let us help you then to find or to determine measures in which you can protect yourself whilst you are at home.
Now, exactly how will this booklet empower victims of domestic violence, Advocate?
It's got 9 steps of protection. Like the first one, it guides them on how they could help themselves by determining their safety needs. For instance, that if a victim is a person with physical disabilities or any type of disabilities, then one is expected then to list those needs that I would need. If I'm an elderly person, then there are particular needs that I have, which are my personal needs. So it also has a step where it says to them that when you decide to leave, what is it that you need to do? And it tells them that you can determine your escape route from your home, and you determine as to where it is most safe, or where it is safest for me to live. And it also encourages them to pack an escape bag, and it says that in that escape bag, these are the items that are critical that you can put in your escape bag. Things like the ID, things like your driver's license, your key, and all other stuff, even the money that you need to put aside. Then also your children's clothes, their toys, if they have toys, and also their uniform and all that. And it says that you can put all of those things that your immediate needs in your escape bag, but ensure that you don't make it heavy. If you have a lot of stuff to pack because you have many children, then it says to you that identify identify a rescue person, somebody that you trust, that you can take some stuff to that person's house. And it also says that prepare yourself by going to our service points. You can go to the social development so as to identify a safe house that you can escape to, and also ensure that you make contact with those people. You have the contact details of those persons. It is also a plan that says that you can also ensure that when you decide your escape plan, to involve as well your escape persons, that is your rescue persons, to alert them of the violent attack when it is about to happen. And it advises you that move away from the places like kitchen, where there are knives and other stuff that could be used as a dangerous weapon against you. And it says that when the attack now is about to happen, find a way of going to your safe escape route, and also alert your rescue persons. You may probably use your children and say that when it is about to happen, just send a blank SMS to my rescue person that you have notified your children about. Or it may also say that just send when I call you, maybe 3 rings, you must know that now I am about to be assaulted, then please call police. So it sort of guides them and ensures that they take the responsibility for their protection, so as to ensure that they do not end up dying in their relationship. As I said to you, that we have all these pieces of legislation that provide them with protective rights, but then we cannot force them to exercise those rights. So now the safety plan now is a measure where government now goes where the violence occurs and shares protective measures with the victims,
yes,
so as to ensure that they are able to escape from harm.
Just briefly, Advocate, where can people get the booklet?
It's a booklet that is available at all our courts. We are now in a process of distributing it to all courts, but it is also a booklet that is also going to be available at all service points, that is starting from police up to the courts, that is at all points of services. In other words, DSD, we're going to be distributing this document to their centers, and also the prosecution, and also correctional services, healthcare services, and all of those. In other words, at all centers where there are services that are provided for the victim, including the NGOs, we're going to be distributing this document to them so that they assist our victims to complete it, so that they have their personal safety plans.
Thank you so much, Advocate Praise Kambula, on the line in our Pretoria studios. That is the Chief Promotion of Rights and Vulnerable from the Department of Justice and Constitutional Development. That's where we got to leave it. Thank you so much.